What's up YouTube? I'm Mitch Santona and welcome to my Disney channel. Today we're doing a non-Disney review of SpongeBob SquarePants Imaginext Krusty Krab playset. Alright, I've got another Toys R Us exclusive made by Fisher-Price. As you can see, this is the Krusty Krab playset. Comes with the Chum Bucket. And we are going to spin this around, try not to knock down our backdrop, our temporary backdrop. I got a new one coming in, just so you know. And it just shows some of the features, some of the cross-sells, someone having fun with their son. And I'm sure my little niece is going to enjoy this, because she does like the SpongeBob as well. And I'm going to get this all ripped open, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, folks, before we look at the play set, let's look at some of the accessories. Now, this does come with 4 Krabby Patties, which can interact with the other sets. These are the same Krabby Patties as on the other Imaginext sets, ones that you can launch. And it comes with some Chum Disks that you can launch as well. These little discs represent 4 discs full of chum. So, SpongeBob here has a spatula, which is kind of neat, little soft little spatula. It comes with SpongeBob, it comes with Plankton, it comes with a little diabolical looking computer monitor here, which is kind of neat. I assume that's Plankton's. Now let's look at these 2 characters. Plankton is fantastic. I think this might be worth the price of the set. This is fantastic. I love the Plankton character, and he's got some motion here, and in that he can sit. His arms are on little ball swivels here, so they can move around, as well as the hands. And now this is obviously his suit. You see Plankton sitting up there using the control joysticks here to kind of move this thing around. But what I found was really cool, and I didn't realize that this happened, was that you pull that out, and now Plankton, without the little suit, he can just kind of wheel around in his little motorized vehicle here. And I love that equally as well. Of course, here is SpongeBob, and this is the same mold as on the other Imaginext playsets. They're all pretty much the same, except the only difference here is that he's got a hat, which is not removable. I wish it kind of was, but it kind of isn't. So he's got his little sailor cap on. Ball joints, again, I've showed this guy off before. The only difference in these characters, besides their one little extra accessory, is their facial expressions. And in this one, he is all wide-eyed and happy to be in this review with me. So, SpongeBob. Okay, look at the playset in its entirety, and what's kind of neat here is that you can fold this whole thing up for storage, and that will come in handy because it's actually a pretty big playset. You can spread that out actually a lot farther if you'd like. It's going out of frame here, but you can, for storage, fold it all up. Let's see if I can show that off with one hand. I can. And then that can, you know, tuck away in somebody's corner. So I just want to show you that off in its entirety. And now let's look at these little pieces individually. Okay, here's the Chum Bucket from behind. You saw that hand from the front. This thing does pivot around too. You can actually fold that up when you get into storage mode. But there's places for figures to stand here. There's actually a window through it so they can kind of peek out, you know, use a little control panel that's molded in and shoot chum at you. There's a spot here that will activate this cannon. There's a Chum Launching cannon. You can see that. I've got to load it up, and I'll show you that in a second. And on the bottom here, you've got some kind of fun molded in detail here. You got just some computer monitors and stuff. You got some writing on the wall over here, and just like a little table and whatnot going on. So let's flip this around and check out the front of it. Okay, here are those double doors, and you can just manually open those up. You can place your character inside, and he just kind of hangs out, says hello, and you've got a usable front door. Alright, I am loading up some Chum Disks into this thing. And I suppose you could use this spatula if you wanted. There we go. And now we should be ready to fire. Okay, you can put a figure in here, or you can just use your hand, which is a lot easier for me. Out comes the cannon. There is a launching mechanism in the back. You can kind of aim this around a bit. Let's see if I can't fire some chum. Ow! I just nailed myself. You pull it back again, it will let another one come back, and oh, I just got myself again. See if I can hit the camera lens, because why not, right? One more. Ooh, awesome. And this little accordion piece here, you can hang stuff off of, you can actually hang figures off of. This is the jellyfish fields. It's very corally, very background of SpongeBob cartoon look to it. Okay, here's the galley grub portion of the Chum Bucket. And there's a little ship's wheel in here that you can kind of mess with. You can kind of turn this around and show it off from behind. If you want to open this wall up for just a little bit more room for characters to go in here, there's a little piece of a ship here. Looks like the inside hull of like a battleship or whatnot. You got a little something on the wall, it says Galley Grub. This door doesn't open, it just looks really cool. It's got an anchor in it. But characters, they'll fit inside of here. You could just have a little fun, little interactivity. And of course, there is this little spinning port thing here. What this activates is a spatula firing mechanism, which looks like this. Alright, we're looking at behind this thing. We got the patty vault right here. We got a little grill right there, a little window there. They can look out, he can cook. You can use this spatula, put some patties on there, you know, have a little fun in the back. But what's really cool about this whole playset is that you can kind of make it a battle scene. So by opening it up like this kind of like book thing and aiming both portions of this back at each other, you've got one side that can shoot those Chum Disks and the other side which can launch Krabby Patties. So you can have yourselves a war. Mano y mano. We've got Plankton on the left, SpongeBob on the right. Both of their respective restaurants are ready to fire at each other. See if I can get this centered up a little bit more. So we will turn Plankton first. I'm just going to use this thing here. And we'll get the chum firing mechanism out. Little chum shooter. So that thing's ready to go. We'll turn SpongeBob to reveal the little, the little burger along the Krabby Patty launcher. And it's time to have a battle. Direct hit, and we have a winner. That's SpongeBob. Take care, people. Thank you very much for watching this playset review of the Chum Bucket. Imaginext is a Toys R Us exclusive. If you're looking for other cool toys, if you're looking for SpongeBob stuff, as well as some other Disney and non-Disney related things, check out Big Bad Toy Store. There's a link below. Tell them I sent you. And you guys have yourself a Disney day.